Welcome back to the garage. We have a garage full of cars. All of them need some work. We're only going to do one today. I'm sorry if this, I don't know if it's how it's going to look on the final product on YouTube, but for some reason, I don't know if there would be any developers watching this, but the more cars you look at, the less frames you get. Yeah, so the frames are going up if I only look at one car. But there was one, I don't know if it was this one, let's look at it. ABS, nope, that's not the one. I think it's this one right here. We got some engine work to do on this one. Let's hit our O. Yeah, so air filter, engine head, front exhaust section, piston with the con rod, and a serpentine belt B. I think I have all those in my inventory. Air filter, engine head, serpentine belt B, and front exhaust section. Alright, first things first, I'm going to pop the hood. And I think it said air filter. Is that correct? Alright, we'll take care of that. Put our clips back on. There we go. The buttons are still a little bit weird for me for some reason. I really don't know why. Can I reach that? Yes, I can. Alright, now, I'm assuming, well, we probably can't have it on the lift because the engine head's got to go. And then serpentine belt B, piston, front exhaust section. So this thing's probably going to have to go up and down, up and down. So we're going to have to take the, probably going to have to take the exhaust manifold off to take the front. I keep taking damn screenshots to take the front exhaust off. Alright, so I haven't done this before. We're going to have to take the engine head cover off. We're going to have to take the engine coils off. We'll take all these off. Then take the engine head off. Glad I got this fast unbolting. Engine head. So I'm going to have to take the front timing belt cover off to get to that because I got to take the camshafts out. Or is it just the exhaust? Am I going to have to take the fuel rails off too? I guess that's what that is red. I never actually looked at it before because I could kind of see what I needed to take off. But I guess this is saying that I got to take the intake manifold off and take the intake. Okay. Take the throttle off. Let's take the intake manifold. Okay, I still got a bunch of stuff to take off. There is the exhaust section. So I have to be on the lifter to take that off. So by the time I get this broke down, I'm going to see. So the intake manifold is where the fuel and stuff comes in. Not the fuel, air. So let's take the fuel rail off. That's where the fuel comes in at. We'll take, let me see, take this off. We need what? Engine head. We may have to. I don't see what else is red here. We may have to take this timing belt cover off to get to the heads. I'm going to take that off. We got to take the whole front end off. Or take the whole side. Alright, we'll take this stuff off. I figured this was going to be kind of a big job. That's kind of why I wanted to show it. I got to take timing belt off, cam gear, camshaft. And now I'll take the head off. No, the exhaust manifold's got to come out as well. Oh wow, look at all the bolts on this bad boy. Woo! And now that should let our take the spark plugs out. I hope that wasn't the only thing holding it in there. Surely not. Alright, now the engine head can come off. I have never broke a motor down to where I took the engine block off, or the engine headers like this. I have broke it down pretty far. I had an old pickup. I'm hitting the wrong button. I had an old pickup that I had to get down to the knock sensors. So they're just right on top of this other part. Now, we need the front exhaust section. That's got to come out. So why don't we raise the vehicle up? We'll take the exhaust off because we have to bolt the new one back up to the exhaust manifold. So let's lift the car up. Let's see what else I needed real quick. Make sure I don't forget anything here. We still got to take a piston out, which we should be able to get to. Engine head, front exhaust, a serpentine belt. Okay, so let's get under here. Let's take this exhaust out, which we should. Wrong one. Now, we don't need to take the oil pan. I don't want to do that because I'll have to refill it with oil. Now, let's go back to assemble mode. We should be able to put the new front exhaust of the section there. And then the pistons and stuff should be from the top. And then we should be close to being done with this one. We might even tackle that one over there. Now, we got to take one of the pistons out. Let's see if I can get... Piston with con rod. Is that the one that's... I'm assuming that's the one that's bad, but let's see. Yes. Okay. Hopefully I can just take it out. No, we got to take... What is that down there? Am I going to have to take the oil pan off? What? I may have to take that down. It's alright. We'll take the oil pan off. We'll have to refill it with oil. But somehow if you drain the oil... You have to make sure you hit the little oil bin. But if you take the pan off, boom. Oh, you do. Oil cleaning cost. Oh, I didn't drain the oil first. All right, perfect. I stand corrected, game. I appreciate that a lot, actually. I didn't drain the oil first, and I got docked $100 to clean up the oil. Perfect. I appreciate it. I was just about to rip you a new one. Now let's see if we can take this piston out the top. There we go. All right. I do appreciate that a lot, actually. All right, now, when we go into assemble mode, we got to put a whole bunch of stuff back together. I'm going to put the brand new piston back in her. Let's go ahead and pop this block. See, here's the other thing, though. Where's the valves at? It doesn't show the valves for nothing on the top. Put the new engine block back. Oh, yeah, it does show the valves. But you don't get to replace them. That's what these are right here. So this was the exhaust. This is where the exhaust comes out from the pistons, from the cylinders where the pistons sit in. And your valves, they up and down really fast. So like, you know the RPM meters? I don't know if you guys, some of you may or may not know what that means. I know it's revolutions per minute. Revolutions per minute for the crankshaft. So that's how many times that thing's spinning around with your pistons pumping up and down. And when they get to the top, they compress the fuel. The spark plug ignites the fuel, and then it goes, when it comes back down, one of the valves opens, lets the exhaust out, they close, the other one's intake valves open up, air comes in, and it's like a huge process over and over and over again. So there's lots and lots of fast-moving parts. I actually had one of the... I lost my train of thought. I had the an injector go out in my truck. Which you need all kinds of like fancy tools and this and that to you know, mess with that. And then you get in there with the timing of the engine. It really is something that's is a serious job. All right. Should be able to put the exhaust manifold back on. Come on now. Get all this screwed back in. Feel like this is mechanic class 101. We'll put the little heat shield back over it. Let's put our gears back on it. But that's what the timing belt. Wait, what else did I need? Serpentine belt B. So we'll make sure we put the right one on that one. And then we'll have to raise it up, put the oil pan back on, put oil back in it. Serpentine belt. Is that one I needed? Serpentine belt B. We'll put the new one back on. Brand new serpentine belt. Put the tensioner arm back on. And that should be pretty close to being done. Oh shit, I didn't put the spark plugs in. Whoops. We'll go back into, let me see, we'll click this. We gotta take the engine head back off now. Put all these back in there. Alright, now before I get to all of that, let's check the inventory one more time. Good thing you're not docked for like time or something. Have like a timed, you know, time for getting anything in and out. Put the heat shield back on. I need to speed this mouse up some. Put the timing belt back on. Put the timing belt cover. Does that go on right now? Yes. Now I'm afraid I'm gonna forget something, which I probably will. Won't be the last time. Now, I think there's some souped up cars we're going to eventually get to. Some nice muscle cars and stuff like that that'll be fun to kind of tear down. Now, I think... Oh, we got to put some oil in it. I'm not even sure how much it knows to put in there. Does it actually tell you when it's done? Kinda. Cost me 13 bucks to fill that up. Alright, let's chip the old dipstick. Perfect. I think we're done. Let's check the job. Everything's done. Hey, $2 grand, 2,800 bucks. That's perfect. How much experience though? We see we got 2171. Serpentine belt A. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Now, maybe we're done. 2812. Boom. Hey, we got some experience. Before we call it an episode, let's go to our toolbox and see what we can... Fast manual examination. Do we need an onboard diagnostic? I figure that's like something we might need. Compression, electronic meter, a tablet, fast manual examination. Let's just grab the onboard diagnostic scanner. Okay, we got like $4 grand. We are making that money. I appreciate everybody watching. We'll come back whenever there's something that we haven't done, kind of like that one, which may be... Yeah, we've seen this. I don't know where the ABS, the anti-lock brake system. That's just the anti-lock brake pump. That's not so bad. We might get to some different vehicles. I don't even know what this one needs. What does this one need? This might be the one. Yeah. Crankshaft, intake manifold, starter, water pump, and then lack of engine power for fuel filter and air filter. We may tackle that one, or if I find something later on that looks interesting, we'll come back with it. I appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you next time at the garage.